I see you've been chasing your monsters and they've been driving you bonkers, just blinding with rocket launchers of light to blow what they conscious. If you really
for all. And not only here in Kansas City, but all across the country, workers are standing up. We've got students out in full force today. Where my students at? We got adjunct professors out in the house tonight, standing up for what's right. And this is the biggest movement. This is what this country needs. This is what's going to bring all of us out of poverty and take us to the promised land. So this is a day that'll go down in history, and you should all feel like you're making a part of history right here in Thies Park today. Can I get a round of applause for that? Hey, Miss Pat Jones! The A-Foot Randolph Institution in the building. Gotta love those guys. Well, we're running a little over schedule. We got good barbecue going on. We got great speakers coming up to speak. So I want to go ahead and get it started. Can we promise the speakers our undivided attention? Can I get one fist in the air for our speakers? That's what democracy and solidarity looks like, right?
Child goes to bed hungry, and no mother or father has to choose between buying food for their family or paying the rent. The faith community has prayed with you and for you. We have been with you at every walk back, even at 4 o'clock in the morning, reminding employers that when workers stand up for their rights, the faith community stands with them. When management tries to retaliate against you, the faith community stands in solidarity with you. Pastors and priests have worked to remind owners and managers of their higher angels, and when necessary, federal employment law. Because of your leadership, your boldness in speaking truth, multicultural movement,
you are taking advantage of. These workers that you are abusing. These workers that clean your stores. These workers that cook your food. These workers that serve your customers. These workers that make you a profit. These workers that you ride to the bank of. God is saying, stop it. God is concerned that these workers receive a living wage and a union with benefits. As we stand together with courage, organize successfully, mobilize consistently, and do our part, God will change their hearts. Because we are standing on the truth, justice, and we're standing on the power of God. I'm almost finished, but I know things are hard. But faith will not be defeated by evil. Faith does not give way to Pharaoh.
you're building it up and breaking it down. Wanna give up, keep holding your ground.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
The journey is part of the game. I've been alone in the dark and the rain. I see the end and I wasn't afraid. I've been in tears and I wasn't ashamed. I hear a sound that I'm hearing is change. You're building it up and breaking it down. Wanna give up, keep holding
The less people vote. If you're going to get the hogs out of the stream, you got to be registered to vote, and you got to vote And we've also got to determine who the people are that run. We can't be electing people who are already elected. You understand what I mean? All right. The minimum wage, we're here about the minimum wage and we're here about a union. There have been some increases in states and cities, but even those increases do not equal what the minimum wage was worth in 1968. And we've got to think about human beings, about real people. Today's minimum wage workers are not teenagers. That's part of the myth. Their average age is 35. More than a third are over 40. And only 20% are below 20 years of age. But even so, let me ask you, if you're a teenager and you're doing the work, do you deserve the pay?
Yeah!
Right. Women are over 55% of minimum wage workers, and they are 71% of restaurant servers, and they work for tips, and they fall outside the minimum wage. We've got serious problems here. I want to say too, this is a black and a brown issue. It's also a white issue. Are you aware that there are 8 million more white people who are poor in this society than there are, for example, African Americans? Now what I want to do here is not begin some kind of competition between the people who are poor. What I want to say is we've got to begin to get together. We need a movement that's black and brown and white and red and gold. All right? We need a movement. I want to say to you, this society does not change from the top down. Look at your history. It does not change from there. It changes from the bottom up. It changes from the bottom up. A wage reflects a power relationship.
Light to blow what they conscious. If you really want to juxtapose and take a darker color with the blush of rose, and then you put it in your ink and watch it go, your mind is always open when your eyes are closed, because you're blind to color and you're blind to greed, blind to all the things that you don't need, and you find a mind and then you plant a seed, then you nourish it a little, let it free. It up and breaking it down. Wanna give up, keep holding your ground, turning it up and tap the sound. Oh, the sound of change. I can hear it now, the horns are playing the victory sound. I live in the now, the sky's my home and I live in the clouds. Now I never, bound forever, making a change and making it better. I live for this shit, I love the pain. It's part of the journey, it's part of the game. I've been alone in the dark and the rain. I see me in and I wasn't afraid. I've been in tears and I wasn't ashamed. I hear a sound, the sound that I'm hearing is change.
Mighty, mighty union. Fighting for 15. Fighting for 15. And good jobs for all. Good jobs for all. I said everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. People wanna know. People wanna know. Who we are. Who we are. So we tell them. So we tell them. We are the workers. We are the workers. The mighty, mighty workers. Well, they tried.
God is saying to the CEOs of these major billion-dollar corporations, stop oppressing my creation.